Good morning, everyone. I just woke up and I really felt like reading a fan fiction to you. So I'm gonna try with this one, Brittany and Santana. It's it's the one fan fiction that I've been working on for the most part, and I'm very thorough. I always watch the episode, then I look for clues, then I look for ideas, and that's when I write it. And I also wanted to be really true to the story, so I'm just always making sure that I've got everything right, and if there's something I've got wrong in the in the story that's different in the TV show, turns out later, then I usually work on that. I don't think I'm going to change the story because of that, but I will try and make it fit into the story as much as possible. I mean the actual story on TV. So this is it. This is about Brittany and Santana from the very beginning, because in the first episode it just didn't really feel like that. I mean, Brittany was not even there. In the first few episodes they weren't close or anything like they grow to be. And in my version, this story behind the scenes, focusing everything on Brittana, I will go through with how they meet, and well, in my version they are old childhood friends and they don't meet again until now, and there will be lots of explanations why, and there will be lots of tension again, and I think it really works for them. So please have a listen and tell me what you think, because I really am proud of this one. Yeah. So this is it. Forsaking all the rest. Chapter 1. Cheerios is a lifestyle. Santana's point of view. Did you hear about the new girl? That she was homeschooled? With a bang, I bust out of the booth and ignored the frightened girls, too occupied to meet my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I pull out the ribbon from my hair, only to start making a new tighter one. It was always the same with new students. I didn't really care about what was said about them, because they rarely made any difference to the natural order of things anyway. I caught a glimpse of 3 girls hurrying out of the bathroom as Quinn joined my side, washing her hands and leaning in only to touch her eyelids, making sure her makeup sat right. New girl? She asked nonchalantly. Seems like it, I replied in a less than even a little interested tone. I heard she's supposed to be this amazing dancer, Quinn offered, with seemingly no interest in the matter, leaning back only to look over at me. So she could be useful. I raised an eyebrow, this time actually eyeing the real Quinn, not just her reflection. Make it work, Quinn simply said, before leaving the bathroom, me following one step behind. We did our usual walk down the corridors, talking about nothing, enjoying the way the mass of people just parted for us like we were royalty. Meanwhile, I made a small note in my head about what I heard from the crowd. Blonde, big tits, threesome, dance teacher, affair, badger, Brittany, sex with it. I stop abruptly, finding my victim in the form of Lucy Stone, one of my cheery underlings. I make sure to put my best bitch face on and let Quinn pass 3 more lockers to get to her boyfriend. What's the deal about this new girl? Lucy looked a little taken aback for me to actually talk to her directly, but she quickly hid it and said, "She's supposedly this half-German homeschooled girl." "I don't want her entire life story," I snapped, staring the girl down. "Well, her name's Brittany Pierce. Anything useful?" I bite off, my heart skipping a beat in recognition of the name. Shrugging it off, not worrying about the Brittany Pierces of the world, but instead enjoying the satisfaction of watching the girl tremble, her non-cheery friend looking like she was about to cry. "She slept with her dance teacher, the Sparky Pilastri." I give half a smile and throw a "see you at practice" before turning to go to my locker, but doing so, I see a girl standing with her back to the corridor, a waterfall of blonde hair flowing down her back. Before going as far as thinking, I go straight up to her, not bothering to open my locker, saying, "Cheerio practice is at 3. Make sure you'll be there." The girl spin around and let her dark clear blue eyes bore into mine. She looks a little speechless and shocked to see me, but I don't give her a chance to say anything. I wasn't going to give her the time of day just because she'd already gotten herself a reputation. Don't be late. I throw over my shoulder as I turn around, already walking away, joining Quinn, Finn and Noah Puckerman in their way to the classroom. Did you know that sharks fall in love and live together forever? I look at the blonde, raising one of my eyebrows to mask my shock. What is this, some kind of opening line? Some kind of thank you? She was obviously extremely socially disabled, just like I remembered her. I think that's swans, I tell her, looking up my leg again, which I am trying hard to keep in place beside my ear. Straight and nice, stretch up towards God's eye. I don't like swans. They scare me. But I like ducks. Does ducks do it? I let my leg down slowly, in case Coach Sylvester is secretly watching from somewhere, and take a serious look at her for the first time since I realized she went to this school. Her whole body was turned towards me, even her legs, which she was keeping out without seeming to think twice about it. And her eyes were filled with something I'd seen in loads of other students, even cheerleaders. Admiration. Though my knowledge of swans and sharks have never been the reason for that before. I knew this only because I had a few too many late nights home alone, with only the soothing nature sounds from Animal Planet to keep me company. I have known a lot of stupid cheerleaders through the years, but this is not stupid, this is just absurdo. It was the same thing when she was younger, and we used to play house. She always wanted to be the mum and the cat at the same time. She would go around cooking on all four, meowing. We used to play almost every day, but when I turned 9, my mum got a job in Lima and we moved there. Turns out, it wasn't just a job my mum had waiting for her, and she left us a week before my 10th birthday with some guy called Micah. Me and Brittany had lost contact for obvious reasons. Our families hadn't been friends, and we were only 9 years old, so all we could muster was a few letters back and forth before we both got new friends and forgot about each other. Well, forgot is a strong word. But when my mum left, I lost interest in almost everything but myself. I made taking over school my new project, because even though I didn't have any pink and fluffy feelings for Quinn, I knew it would be a great monarchy. Now, even though I had thought about Brittany occasionally over the years, I couldn't just bow down to her. My place was to carry the pillow with Quinn on top, as I stood there on my pedestal, only keeping the weight of her by knowing that the rest of the school was standing beneath me, carrying me on top of their quivering shoulders. I wouldn't know, I shrugged, stretching my arms out in front of me, then to the side, then back, preparing myself for the pyramid. Oh. I looked back at her, all disappointed. I don't even ever recall having disappointed her, and it felt very wrong to do it now. There might, I said, trying to sound positive. She finally let her leg down, leaning in towards me, eyeing me with those wide, piercing blue eyes. Santana, you do remember me, don't you? I blinked, remembering what Mum used to call her, and really understood why. I nodded, and the smile she gave me just proved the point. Irresistible. Take your place, Cheerios. No slackers in my team. I snapped out of it, looking up at Coach Sylvester. Don't hold your breath for a pep talk from me, I snapped. You're just gonna have to figure out the world of Cheerios out on your own. I turned to look at her, but Brittany had already hopped away and was taking her place at the bottom of the pyramid. I was slightly impressed by the way she managed to intimidate me without being intimidating. It hit me how fragile she looked down there, even though she was smiling. I think that was the moment when I knew things had to change. The Quinn pillow was too heavy for one person anyway. You think this is hard? Try being water boiler, that's hard.